Actually, he plays quite a lot. He plays Leshrac, he plays
plays a
Wind
lot.
Ranger, he plays...
We got to remember though, this OD isn't guaranteed to be off lane. It could be mid.
Yeah, that hero's...
It is
mid.
now off lane.
I was gonna say, well now.
I mean, the sniper's still alright. No, I'm kidding. But
yeah, sniper's great into Storm Spirit. It's a natural hard counter.
Absolutely.
You can ult him and it stuns for like 1 second.
Absolutely. You just got to buy that Ags and then the value coming right out there. But, I mean, against the Storm Spirit, to be fair, they have banned out the big counters to it. We saw MindGames, they did the exact same thing in game number 1. You know, they picked Storm Spirit with their last pick of the first phase and then immediately got rid of the Quap and the Puck, 2 heroes that are going to be either able to pull you out of the laning stage or with the Dream Coil enable you to die super easily once you get to that mid game. But this time around, at least Gambit have looked to remove the IO, so you're not going to have that larger than expected power spike at the 15-20 minute mark.
They need a low cooldown support right now to make plays with Storm. Love it, Hoodwink. So when I look at OD and Storm Spirit as 2 cores, I think that they're both naturally very greedy heroes, and it's you also want your carry to be picked as well, right? You want someone who can farm, and when you have like 3 cores like that, you need something to be making space. Like someone needs to kind of sacrifice their game a bit. And like OD's looking like he's gonna be, well, okay, I was thinking he was gonna be getting countered more, but TA's not really that great.
Unless it's a mid TA.
Oh yeah, it could just be a mid tier.
Yeah,
That's a good shot.
Overload does get rid of 2 refraction charges because it's 2 separate damage instances, but
yeah,
it's still fine for the TA, of course. The thing I'm a little confused about with this Hoodwink, I know you said you wanted something that has low cooldowns that's able to consistently gank, but you're up against a Bane and a Shadow Demon. Not gank, but just to enable the Storm Spirit. But you're against this Bane and Shadow Demon. How are you going to get rid of both in these team fights? Storm can get rid of one, but...
That's fine. They have, like... So obviously Weaver's like a backline hero, so he's going to be with Storm on those backlines, like, you know, trying to go for these supports.
But I feel like they just play under tower or they play in the tree lines and they're going to be safe for a Weaver to be able to counter that.
Okay, but think like OD mitigates Bane's impact in a fight because he can save whoever gets gripped. If he grips OD, he just gets jumped by Storm. Sure, Shadow Demon can save him, but then grips like on cooldown. You need to also protect from like Hoodwink, like charging up that ult. There's like a lot of things that are gonna happen in these fights because they have heroes that are like quite mobile. Like Hoodwink is also like pretty mobile in fights too, I'd say.
Sure, I just think I feel like MindGames are going to be the ones looking to obviously take all of these engagements, and Monaco Gambit have good ways to be able to counter that, is what I'm saying. I'm not talking about their offensive capabilities. I think Gambit have exceptional defensive capabilities against what MindGames are looking to go for. And considering they've got just their position 1 left, and there's like Spectre's not really as much of a hero anymore, there's no real secondary way to be able to just instantly jump in onto those backlines unless it's something that goes into an early-ish Blink Dagger, but it's not like you've got this TA mid, for example, that's going to act as that win condition where you don't need to go something like, you know, a Desolator, something that's going to enable you to take towers. So they go the Wraith King.
My god, I was like, Wraith King's in the pool, but like they wouldn't pick it into Monkey, would they? Like
pick it into Monkey King.
Have we seen it be good against Monkey ever?
Even just against the Shadow Demon, right? You demonic purge him and you just kite him around a team fight. What can you do on this Wraith King?
Is there a concern that MindGames is maybe a little too much single target?
A little bit, yeah. For sure.
They just get Peel's banned.
Peel's banned.
Okay, they are single target, sure. But like
in a concerned way or just
nah, it's fine. What I think they have is like they can fight early and brawl really well.
Sanking! And you're like, I really don't like it.
I don't like Sanking. Yeah.
I don't like either of these tropes, to be honest.
Really?
Yeah. I think that you have difficulty with finding pickoffs if you're in the right positions on this Bane and Shadow Demon to be able to counter what MindGames are going for. I think this Wraith King into a Monkey King is a little bit difficult, and of course you can also get kited around by the Shadow Demon, even just the Sand King for the laning phase. You just pop inside your Sandstorm, you're able to bully the Wraith King out a little bit more effectively.
Sand King is a counter-initiating offlane. He doesn't like to go in first. He likes to channel his ult and then jump.
Yeah.
Who on Gambit really like goes in first? You have 2 supports. Yeah, but you have 2 supports that like to be very much back. Monkey likes to set up ult from trees onto a fight that's already happening. So you have 2 like counter-initiating heroes. That means that TA has to be the one that like always jumps in first.
Yeah.
And it's like she doesn't. it doesn't feel good, especially
Yeah.
if they just like pop her instantly.
The Gambit supports need to be playing around the fog, playing in the tree lines, that sort of thing. TA needs to be the one just standing there on the front lines once she gets the Desolator and pushing down the towers, because you've really got no one else that's going to be doing that job. It's just like, it's going to be hard for them to take even just a mid-tier 1 unless they win a big team fight around that area, just because there's so few spaces to make that sort of play happen. So, I don't know. I'm not a fan of either, but...
It does.
I will say,
Yep.
as last, what I do like on Gambit is they are, like, when they link stun with Sand King, I think, like, with TA, they can bust most of MindGames heroes. If they just ignore Wraith King in a fight, I think they can easily kill the other 4.
I can't wait to see how it plays out then. It does look to be shaping up to be an interesting game too, but the moment everyone is waiting for is to hear a little bit more from Lyrical and Trent.
Thank you so much, Nat, and the wonderful panel, Trent. Yes, people waiting to hear, waiting to see what's going to happen in this elimination match. And the drafts are a little bit weird. That Wraith King came out towards the end. Alberca finally has his Monkey King. We've been gassing this guy up all freaking season, and it's here now. We'll see if it's going to be able to live up to the expectations.
You have no choice but to pick this Monkey King, I think, in this situation, right? Potential relegation happening, last chance. They'll get their game 2 win with the Monkey King. They'll go game 3 without it, and he'll have to step it up. But I'm a believer this time. The last thing I wanted to see was like a super uneven draft coming to this game 2 after that very rough game 1 for Gambit. So now I think they're going to turn it around. I think their draft looks pretty good. I wouldn't say it's like vastly superior to MindGames draft necessarily, but I do see how they can get their victory here and keep the series alive.
Yeah, there's definitely avenues to make this work. And I think one of the biggest ones is, I was wondering at the end there, a lot of the other big carries have been banned out. As we get a lot of tips being thrown around here. I was kind of wondering, like, okay, what do you go for? There was a thought I had of, like, maybe you take a Slark and you just try and, like, pop ulti inside of Wukong's command. I feel like the Wraith King might run into some issues, particularly, like, later on when you have that 25 talent for Wukong's. Granted, a long ways away, but, like, I feel like late game is definitely good for Gambit in some fashion, at least.
Yeah, I would say it's fairly even heading late. Like, there's also some issues for like the Sand King 3, but also similarly with the OD 3 too. So the offlaners maybe falling off slightly depending on like BKBs clearly. But yeah, the main thing you're looking for is that Wraith King tends to suffer through the Wukong's command because it lasts for 13 seconds. So that's a lot of time to get through 2 lives of a single hero. So it doesn't end up being the best matchup core to core. But one of the things that Wraith King's really good at right now is just showing up. 10 minutes, catapults mid lane. Sure, I'll come throw a stun. Why not? I might have a life to throw away as well. And still farms at a pretty good clip.
Absolutely. It's one of those heroes that if you need to, he can show up if you want to. Also, you can have 4 other heroes run around together, and they're the ones that are making moves. And then, Seven Jesu could be off on the other side of the map, pushing out lanes, summon skeletons, doing all the fun stuff there. FN eating a bunch of these Psyblades early. And going to be brought down fairly low. Does have Tango already running, though. And try and bring out that bottle before too long.
I see bottom lane. Petashar has a very interesting item queued up. He's going to go for the Meteor Hammer. Now, you guys probably haven't seen this combo before. But with OD, you see you astral them. And then you use your hammer, and it hits them when they come out of the astral. Now, I know, chat, I know. You've never seen this. It's very exciting. It's very, very cool.
Yeah, it's I guess it's one of those. It's like a fine. I can't do this bit anymore, Trent. I'm sorry. Yeah, he's just gonna build Meteor Hammer and hit towers. That's fine. And that's actually something that's kind of cool, is being able to take the tower early.
Yeah, that's kind of why I brought it up in the first place. That the tower push of this game is relatively low for Gambit. Like, the way you want to position around the towers is kind of rough because like Sand King doesn't really help. Obviously we can clear waves, that's fine. Sand King can do that, but the actual like stand there and hit the tower, I feel like that's gonna be a little bit rough before the Deso. So curious to see how much early objective pressure they get, whereas on MindGames you're gonna have the hammer, which is always a great way to get the ball rolling if they decide to like leave your lane here. Is okay, all right, we need another pause. Chill, bro, chill.
Dude, you're tipping him. He's not even in the game. Melis, what are you doing? Save those tips.
He doesn't want to motivate him. Somebody like, yo, they just tipped you. Be like, they what?
Excuse me? How dare you? Yeah, no. I think one thing that's going to be interesting too, though, is you mentioned the difference between the Sand King and the OD and the ability to take towers. But the thing that Sand King does give you is much more of like those utility, get big and tanky items and like be able to just plant himself in a lane. Already queuing up the Ring of Health. We'll see if he decides to go towards something like a Vanguard or maybe wants to go for the Hood. But any of those like little things along the way are just so value in these matchups, particularly if like Wraith King starts showing up to fights early. He needs to be able to sort of stand there unimpeded and give his team that strength.
Is Sand King's head just floating in the air for you? Speaking of Sand King,
No, it's not.
he's just headless. It's not connected. He's got no neck. He's been beheaded.
You've got some cosmetic bugs there,
Oh,
but
is that just
Dota
me?
surely not. Yeah, no, literally
No,
nobody.
look, he's got no neck too. Oh wait, does he?
Wait, what?
Yeah,
Oh,
see,
you're
look,
right.
He's got no neck.
As intended.
It's a hard life. I mean, he's just what is he? He's the embodiment of sand or something. He's a bunch of sand particles. It's fine. He doesn't need a neck.
Yeah, he's like that one in the Spider-Man universe, Sandman. We've talked about this before. We've had this discussion, Trent.
Well,
We're
we did
reusing
about him, but I have. Yeah, well, they reuse drafts all the time. Can't I reuse discussions?
I guess that's true.
Nice, nailed it. I mean, buy a different item then. Don't go Meteor Hammer. I don't know.
True.
Somehow that's related. Happy getting run down a little bit in the bottom lane, but we'll get out of there. No bushwhack quite yet. Well, sorry, no bushwhack and acorn shot, I suppose. The initial bushwhack, not enough damage.
Sand King holding his own up here. He's able to do a nice chunk of damage there with that early points in Caustic. 12 and 2 so far, ahead of 7 Jesu. And yeah, they've got to be careful. When they get all of that Caustic stack going together, it's a lot of burst as pull back in towards mid. And some good harassment on the Renoff. And, well, actually, down fairly low. Not bad.
Even gives him the tip. There's a lot of creeps coming into Lorenov under this tower right now. As well, I say that. They're all slowly dying here, but he's getting some of the CS. Oh, man. Oh, geez, another deny. Oh, no. All right, well, that's a pretty hefty lead for old FN.
It is. I think the second or third range creep deny already. It's not a huge deal, but getting that level 6 first definitely is important. And we're also seeing both of the mids. Lorenov goes and clears through his small camp while FN stacks his own.
Mm-hmm. Now, theoretically, clearing is better.
Yeah.
Right? Because of the subtraction on stacks. So, there you go. The math checks out. Unfortunately, he doesn't have any stacks being made for him either, since they're pretty busy up top. But when Melee's is at 4, they can probably start to leave him a little bit more. Maybe you'll see Immersion run down, throw some Shadow Poisons. I'd like to see those get stacked up soon.
Yeah, that could be nice. A good way to play a little bit of catch-up, because even though he is getting through the small camp, FN has been denying a lot. 7 denies already on this Storm, and it's not easy for Lorenov right here. It's been a bit of a tough one.
Yeah, you look at last hits, not so bad. You look at that net worth, pretty big gap.
Right.
Opening up here.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
We'll keep our eyes on it. As far as bottom is concerned, Alberca is making a little bit of a go onto them, but Bignum, Boundless, needs another punch. Will they be able to do it? Oh, God, the Bushwhack gets Bignum away.
It's adorable.
Kind of an interesting move there from Slayer. He ran up into the area here. He's going to grab a sentry now and start blocking off these camps in the Radiant Triangle, and also just leech some XP from Lorenov. Just being a general nuisance. Going to also sentry that. You're welcome for distracting you from First Blood. No problem.
Well done.
Because him being away, of course, lowered their information knowledge about the Radiant offlane, and that's why they lost the Wraith King.
That was a banish and a bunch of what is that, 6 stacks there, or 5 stacks I think that he got of the poison on 7 Jesu. So a big turnaround there, and they're able to find the kill on the Wraith King. not necessarily worth it for Slayer. I mean, he is going to be able to block out a lot of the extra stacking. Ancient's still being stacked, but the hard camp not. Immersion's now checking. He's like, what were you doing over there? He sees that this is taken out, and he's like, all right, well, we got the Ancients at least.
Yeah, he's going to see his Ancients are stacking and be like, okay. Like, I guess that's fine. The small camp obviously is a free clear as well. You can't miss that one. There goes the hard camp block already dealt with here, so wasn't a great move overall, I wouldn't say, for Slayer.
Picking up the small camp is nice, definitely. And, well, moving in again to come and contest this immersion. They find him stunned up, bugs out. A lot of damage with the skeletons chasing. I mean, that might be enough on their own. With the bug on him, they've got full vision and immersion. Where you going, buddy? Nowhere left to escape to.
Was that his Fairy Fire too? That is rough. Like, there was no living there. That much minus armor.
Yeah,
that is for sure. 6-minute rune though. Gonna spawn top. FN gets a DD. So another potential free rotation. I imagine that's coming Alberca's way. If I had to take a safe guess. You know, you have an OD and you have a Hoodwink. Like, if he gets Astral, he just dies. Is there any TP save? Only if Melee's comes. I don't even know if Immersion will be able to save him.
Yeah, I'm not so sure. I mean, you've got Mischief, like, which is a nice way to deal with a lot of that damage coming in, particularly with the DD. It's like those big bursts that you can see and dodge. But, I don't know. It could be pretty tough. Also, though, there is going to be, about to be a Meteor Hammer completed for Petishara?
Yeah, they might wait for that. Because that'll probably be near the end of the DD rune.
Denied.
How are our counters to the old OD this game? So we got enough stuns, right? You got quite a few interruptions. Like if Monkey King's nearby, right? If he's not Astral, you're going to get the Boundless Strike. You've got Sand King, you've got Bane, you've got even saves from the SD. Unfortunately, that one doesn't help too much. I mean, you can like save them after they get stunned, but usually it's just another setup. But Jesu, getting low here, level 5, no 6 yet.
But instead, it's FN that makes the rotation, looking for the kill and gets it. Can they find Immersion afterwards? Yes, there's bugs on him, so they were thinking about going bottom, but instead can just get the kill up top. Easy peasy.
You see, this was a tactical feed to save Alberca's life and keep the game alive. That's what we're going to go with here. Yeah,
right, I like it. God,
they're going to re-block the camp.
Radiant's
Wow.
top tower is under attack.
Yeah, that's annoying. That's got to be super annoying.
Ooh, she also just warded on that ward if they were happen to be looking over.
Bought out Immersion. Able to get the imprisonment. Slayer. Sakuchi back up in a second. Tries to get out. 4th stack. That's enough. Immersion gets the kill. Not bad, not bad.
Yeah, they needed that. Slayer's just been running all over them. Total nuisance. Immersion comes back again to unblock that camp. So annoying for this push out even this game is yeah, speaking of camps and stacks here, Petishara having a grand old time farming up here with Bignum.
Yeah, that's really nice. And like Lorenov right now would love to be able to go and take out the hard camp. He actually is going to walk up to the hard camp, see that it's not there, and then head over to the Ancients instead. So a little bit of miscommunication, not fully communicating that those were still blocked out at the moment. Well, an Ancient stack coming out from Bignum now as well. With Happy nearby, I don't think Alberca down bottom can die that easily. Even with that Astral, though. Maybe with Bignum.
Okay, he just ran and hasted to the Radiant Triangle to see what was going on. Yeah. Now he's coming top. So everyone's just running in fear of the potential FN rotation.
Right.
Bit of a weird move here. Just hasted farming his jungle.
Yeah, needs to get back to that mid lane. It looks like instead it's going to give it over to Bignum for the moment, with Slayer soaking some of that XP as well. So trying to get towards the level 6s for them, while Storm can farm up the jungle.
Down bottom though, Alberca's going to jump right. Okay, he almost jumped into that. That would have been pretty comical.
But yeah, MindGames very much just taking a backseat for the moment, not opting to play super aggressively, and a much better laning stage for Gambit. Like, at least now they're sort of in a position where, it's relatively even out of the start, with them slightly ahead. Sand King definitely over the OD at the moment.
Yeah, things feel good. Yeah, they're just chilling out. There's no real threat on Petashar here. If anything, yeah, he's going to turn and look for something. So they're just going to breathe a little sigh of relief and try and get melees to that Blink Dagger so they can actually smoke up and make a couple plays around this map. Problem with the one Monkey King, obviously, is that you got to farm up for a while.
Right.
Doesn't really want to be the one initiating, making these big moves. You also have a TA in the mid lane, so really it's only melees that can make these moves. That should mean that they're going to suffer in terms of holding towers.
Right. Yeah, I mean, that's going to be one of the questions, is if they can actually sort of build upon that and take advantage of that.
Yeah, like what happens to this catapult down bottom? Is this tower just like free?
I'm not sure.
As up top, Melee is also in trouble. Almost surely dead.
Able to connect on the burrow strike away, and yeah, going to drop. They bring him back. Burka's here now, so it looks like they'll be able to defend, although FN is also making that rotation, and the Astral, Happy gets there not in time. He ends up running into it instead. They bring in that second save, but Alberca in trouble. Found, done. Immersion might also go down. He wanted to get there so badly. The Tumbler's Toy wasn't quick enough. The Meteor Hammer fell, and Immersion eventually going to drop. Lorenov shows up also. Petashar, does he end up dying here? Slayer?
Please, at least get this. No.
No, instead it's Lorenov.
Oh, no.
Oh, my God. Lorenov might die, too. Astral, and then the Meteor Hammer drop. Dude, say it ain't so. Gambit, they're losing everybody. They come in with the Nightmare trying to keep him alive, but it just means Happy's going to die also. Dude, 5 heroes die bottom. Just let him go.
So now, as you can see, everyone, you astral them, and then you charge the hammer, and they die. It's wild stuff. Oh, man, Happy. I have to admire that Tumbler's Toy and to try and cancel that.
Yeah.
Like, then maybe you just live. I don't think you get a return kill with FN being there, but, like, I understand why they did it, because Bignum was bottom. Bignum TP top to get the kill onto Melee, so you think, like, okay, we can fight now, right? Like, there's not going to be enough here for OD to be helped, and then Storm. Zipping.
Yeah, that.
So what were you saying about even game there, bud?
I know, like, look at that. We were even just a second ago, and suddenly a 4,000 gold lead into the favor of MindGames. Like,
I mean, they only lost 5 heroes. This just seems a little unfair.
It's just one of those things, right? Where it's like, there's sometimes moves that you can make where it's like, all right, well, this was either good or bad. And that one, it just is so horrifically bad that, like, it feels like the game is so hard to come back from right now for Gambit. They need to make so many great moves, and they didn't even give themselves a chance to get there. And now they do have the hood completed, Blink Dagger done. Melis is still incredibly farmed on the Sand King, but I don't know if the rest of his team is going to be able to make up for the damage that they need. We'll see.
Well, MindGames aren't going to rest on their laurels here. They're going to smoke up, start moving their way in. It's a smoke-on-smoke action.
Bignum jumps in. They have the Orchid app.
That wasn't good.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Save there for the moment. It's only a save for a second, though. Is it even really a save? Melis trying to hide in the trees, but he, too, will be found. Well, Burrow Strike and a little bit of separation. Epicenter afterwards. Oh, that might have killed everybody, but they had stuns. Damn, dude. That's a savage tip. Oh, God.
He's in high spirits. He tips him back, you know. He missed the burrow. It's rough. It's a little small squirrel, you know. That's what we'll go with.
Wow.
Unfortunately, not the best smokes. They look to hold mid. They're prepping for everything. They're putting the sentry down, saying, okay, do they have a ward here? Like, surely we can get this Wraith King, right? Oh, but look at FN. Oh, look at the surround. They're coming in from the sides.
Careful. Jump finds the saves. FN, they're already on top of and killing Immersion. Nightmare used on the Slayer. He gets the time lapse off, just runs away afterwards. Immersion finally gonna die, and Mellis gets interrupted. He was trying to channel up Epicenter, make it all work, and instead it's just a tier 1 tower dead. You know, the panel was talking a lot about like this double save potential, and that's great if you can play defensively, but it feels like Gambit have to make moves now, and like, who does Mellis play with?
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Yeah, I don't know. You would think that he'd be in a... Oh, here we go. Maybe. Oh, is he going to get out? Ah, he's good. You think they'd be in a good spot because they are pressing in, so something that a Sinking kind of likes to see, like counter initiation plays and everything, but they're actually just so deep. They're just like diving all the way back to that tier 2 when the tier 1's still up and getting the vision out from the bugs. And it's also a very hard place to fight a Hoodwink, right?
Yeah.
Between the Scurry and the Bushwhacks, I mean, you saw what happened to Melees. You just throw that net out there and catch yourself a pretty big fish.
Well, game is looking rather rough for Gambit.
They're floundering.
More fish. I like it. Didn't drop the Meteor Hammer afterwards. Petashara.
It's all about the fish.
Oh my god. That's terrible.
It's one of those games.
What a codful pun.
Aha! That was even worse.
Dude, we gotta stop. Like, honestly, I could just see the viewer numbers dropping. Like, there's no way. All right, Alberca. He's got himself the Falcon Blade going into the Maelstrom next. Except Jessu spotted him there. Smoke up.
Radiant's middle tower
Back.
is under attack.
I mean, this could easily be another Roche here in a moment if they want, but they find the Bane, able to jump onto him, gets the kill. Mellis can't connect with the stun, and now Immersion, well, he's in some trouble. You know, a save is only good if, like, there's something that you can throw out afterwards, and they just don't have it.
They don't have a lot of stuff here. They definitely don't have a Roche, that's for sure.
Love this medallion pickup for Slayer just to ensure that they're able to get this quickly. Last game it was the Slardar, now it's just going to be a Weaver picking up those items. He's building towards the Spirit Vessel, why not?
Jessu wanted to just run high ground. He's like pinging the Ancients. He's like, let's go. And someone else pinged back. It's like, all right. The fastest way to win is to just, go get your items, play secure. And Happy trying to send a message to his team as to where to go. Seems to think they want to play in the bottom lane. Melee's saying a similar thing.
Alberca. The jump out.
Jeez, we have not seen him this game, huh? He's 0-1-0.
Yeah. You know, it's interesting. I was looking at the stats from last game as Mellis here will go for the blink out. Slayer still eyes on him, but no blink on the Wraith King, so he can't catch up. But I was looking at the stats from the last game, and FN on his Storm Spirit did basically the same amount of damage as the entire Gambit team. There was like a 700 damage difference between the entire team and FN.
Yeah.
And I think it's better this game, but I think that's mainly Mellis just sitting in Sandstorm. I'm gonna be honest.
Radiant are scanning.
Proper Skux.
No, it's crazy. MindGames, like, we think about where the season started in Gambit. They started us off with their victory over Empire, and since then, it's been kind of rough for them. Not able to find any openings. And it's looking like this could end up continuing here with the 7,000 gold lead already on MindGames. Gambit on the verge of getting relegated down to Division 2.
Well, I will say MindGames are definitely looking at the team who is not heading there. Like, maybe it took until the end of the season, but they're looking strong. Like, not even just because like it's the lower end of the table here that they're playing. Like, this is just some good Dota that they've been putting up for these two matches. Very coordinated, like all the right moves. The kind that like when we're watching with this bird's eye view and having the full omnipotent vision, we can just be like, oh, that's just like objectively the right call right now. Moving back like that, waiting for their items and their advantages. It looks like they just came in and just with the goal of like, all right, listen, this season wasn't great, But all we have to do is win this so we don't waste an entire season in Division 2.
Following the courier. They get the kill on the courier and going to get the kill on the Bane after. MindGames trying to keep up the momentum here. And, you know, if you are Gambit, the sort of holdout that I feel like we're waiting for is going to be those BKBs. So we'll see if they can get there. You know, there's still some amount of hope in that regard. You've got Monkey King with Maelstrom and the Falcon Blade. TA has already finished off Desto with Dragonlance. They just need more time, and unfortunately, supports are going to keep on dying.
Yeah, that they most certainly are. Like, what can you do? I mean, it's just, it reminds me of the Storm patch. Like 2013 or whatever. Every game was just like this when you're playing 5. Of course, back then you couldn't buy any items. You know, you had no gold. It was great. Your inventory was filled up by an Obs, a Sentry, some dust. You hoped you got a 4-staff or before the game ended. Yes.
Right.
I'm so rich.
Well, and sadly, no Philly Stone this game, which would have been a huge boon for them, getting any kind of items. They are kind of close to getting an Aether Lens if they wanted to on Bane. I mean, he's still a ways away, to be honest. He's going to have to keep buying sentries and stuff. But MindGames, they take over Radiant Triangle now. Alberca's still staying up top and is hanging out in the area. So if they bring in Pedushar, maybe there's a chance that... Oh, no. All right. Well, Nightmare. TP's out with Alberca. But Hoodwink on the hunt. They see where it bounces. Ooh, good play there.
Let's go, Happy. Let's go.
Happy gets away. Well done. Not going to be able to connect on that Meteor Hammer. And they didn't see the TP out either, so wasting a little bit of time.
Oh, meanwhile, though, Jesu getting the first life here. Let's go. Gambit.
Alberca drops the ulti after. Jesu's dead. You will Scepter afterwards.
Oh, no, Venice, please.
This is it. Oh, that's really unfortunate. Does still have Blink Dagger, though, so should be... No, Pedushar doesn't get the Blink out. All right, Gambit. Don't look now, but suddenly people showed up to play. Dude, that's BKBs. Or almost BKB on the runoff. And that's Aegis down. If they can secure themselves second Aegis, all might not be lost. There's a way, Trent.
I can't believe all of this patience from Alberca pays off like that. Like, he actually just pulled them back up there again. And also, shout out to Happy, just, like, being up there again to help, like, break those potential kills onto Alberca. After just dying up top, he goes right back there to still play the Vanguard role of just, I will be the front line. And, you know, eventually, it's all about Jesu after that first Roche. Yeah, he wanted to go aggro. I think he wanted to farm on the other side of the river again and got busted.
Yeah, no, totally. You can give those ones away. Now, Meles is not within vision, but he is very close. And, yeah, going to blink out afterwards. I don't think that they quite caught sight of him. Again, it's just very tough for him to find a kill.
Oh, they're going to miss that Radiant Sentry as well, too. So, and again, yeah, same. I thought this was a replay for second logo production, but no, we're doing it again.
And that is the Lincoln's reveal. I don't know if he just didn't see it or what happened there, but yeah, not going to be able to catch Storm. And instead, Alberca in some trouble here. Pops the BKB, though. Turns, wants to fight. Can he get out? Well, Fiend's Grip after. Alberca running. Tries to get the jump away. Does manage to get a little bit of distance. I think he's just inside of vision. No. Do they chase anymore? He gets the TP out. So again, Happy the one that goes down, but that space created. Carry lives.
Happy doing his job again. Losing a massive 70 gold for his death. He is so poor.
Is that really all he lost? That's crazy.
Yeah. They really need that Philosopher's Stone, though, you know. Working hard when you're dead.
Yeah, that ain't happening. Alberca. They have stun. Good jump away. Gets out.
See, he's fast on this stuff, man. You know, that is the thing about his Monkey King. He's very quick on the reactions.
Yeah.
You know, the neutral items should be like the battle pass, where like after once the next round neutral items comes up, you should be able to trade in 2 of the old neutral items for one of the tier below that you missed.
I like that.
You know, we're
Sounds
gonna
fair.
recycle items for levels.
Okay.
That's why that was my comparison. Jessu
I can
doing
do
the
it.
high ground thing, walking up to the hill. Whoa,
That
that's a
one
big zip.
time, they jumped the back lines afterwards, able to get him. Is it going to be enough after, though? Alberca's already popped BKB. This is looking a little bit scary now for Radiant. Lorenov just going to TP out. Yeah, they get away. They realize this was not going to work. Happy will be the one that goes down most likely here. Has another Nightmare up in a second, but yeah, with the rest of the team there, is certainly dead. But you can see immediately, Alberca goes up to the top side of the map, starts pushing this one out. Now, he doesn't have
but
BKB, and that is a problem, as they're going to... What? He gets the jump out! Dude, all right. Well, that's pretty huge.
That was close. That could have been bad. Oh, Bigman's
Okay.
coming back.
Oh,
Oh, no.
They found him again.
he was looking to see if Bignum would be in range for the bushwhack. He's like, do we need this? Oh, whatever.
Damn, that's pretty awesome. Well, they finally find the Monkey King and able
He
to
had
take him down.
He had 400 mana when he did that. Oh my god.
Oh, yeah. That makes sense. That's gonna be a problem, isn't it?
Well, he'll have more. Life
he?
will be good. Yeah. I think he still has the steal. That's why, right?
Well, yeah, but I mean, he also has like Maelstrom, Falcon Blade, BKB.
Yeah. In the end, his mana will still be a little sad. That's true. But like, just don't get Astraled, man. You know?
Okay. Sounds good. Yeah, he has 600 base. So this Scotty is definitely something that's going to be needed. And, well, Gambit, they were hoping to find that shard and the Aegis for themselves, but not going to happen. Instead, it's MindGames. They get the Aegis, round 2 of it.
Interesting they put it on Slayer. Not really someone you see it on that often anymore, the Weaver, but pretty good this game versus the Sand King since it gives you the Invis hit.
Oh, yeah. Top.
And I guess the other ones weren't necessary.
Then Jessu in the area. The jump, backlines, trying to find some damage here. Renoff, oh, but the save comes out from OD. He's able to get there in time. Looking for more. In trouble. Renoff already dead. And FN, he is out. And actually going in for more. Why not? If he can keep this Aegis, that'd be even huge. But will they bring him down one time? Oh, Melis off to the side. Bushwhack just off the mark, but they still find him in the end. And FN keeps his Aegis.
It's kind of
Huge
insane
win.
how much that one kill they got on Jessu at their small camp just like gave them that opportunity. With how much MindGames was just like crushing this entire game, where finally it was like, wow, and they like actually get some map control back and everything. But then when they don't make those mistakes, or when they're able to follow up on these attempted kills of Jessu, then it just looks so hard.
Yeah.
And now in Aghanim's 2, he's already getting the saves. Now he has 2 for Pedushara.
I think that this is the moment that sort of they've been waiting for. And with this second Aegis, they're already going to be trying to push out this bottom lane next. Alberca, he's got to cut these waves. We'll see if he can get away in time. Still doesn't have BKB for 15 seconds from downtown. They jump in. FN looking for him. Can't quite connect. I was very close.
Yeah, he is not afraid to check out the mana. Ooh. Will he just throw one into the trees? Are you feeling lucky, Slayer?
Yep. Oh, and they jump in the Sakuchi to make sure that they got damage out, but BKB and then TP away. So Alberca finds another creep wave, and there's not going to be another one for a while. It's just now spawning down bottom. So that does slow down the pressure, but unfortunately, on the other side, Pedushara gets 2 rounds now. Happy. Oh, just gets bodied. Drop down.
Damn, dude. He ultied him for that.
I think he tried to get both. But yeah. Gambit doing a good job of keeping these lanes pushed out and trying to sort of keep them out of their base for as long as possible.
They just have to be so annoying this game. Just got to run around, kill these waves, utilize their BKB TPs. They've been using them more and more as these fights are getting worse and worse, and that's why 7 Jesse was already hitting in towards the Basher. So eventual Abyssal, I'm sure, just to make it so they can actually lock down these fights.
Right. The next tier of neutrals are up as well. Titan Sliver for the Monkey King, Mindbreaker for TA. All of MindGames have got their neutrals ready.
Yeah, they know where he's going. They use the ward.
Yeah.
Will they catch Alberca? Look at them waiting down bottom.
Dude, they scan even. Bignum gets
Well,
vision.
Right.
Able to him, but he jumps away at Ishara. Ooh.
So you can use the hammer to gain vision.
Right.
That's what he was trying to do. Some sort of a play there.
Some D-ward action going. Bignum hunting up top now. Can't quite connect onto Melis, though. So between Melis and Alberca, it's a lot of just trying to hunt down these annoying heroes. Which, as of yet, they haven't been able to really connect onto.
Man, they really need to get some sentries on that high ground.
Yeah.
That ward has been so valuable for MindGames.
They see bottom. Astral. Melis looking to jump. Burrow strike there. FN is already in position, though. Alberca pops the ulti. They have a second Astral for Petushar if he needs to use it. Ends up Astraling himself. Has no blink afterwards. And Alberca gets away. Now looking for more. FN there, right on top.
10 seconds.
He still has Aegis.
They're trying to wait it
They
out.
don't want to kill him. Yeah. Bash? Bash? No bash.
All right, now imagine if Alberca gets the cleanup on this.
I mean, that'd be insane. All right, he gets the regen.
He's not going to go.
Well, again, they play some cleanup, take down Melis, take down the Bane. They see Alberca again, and
God. Oh, no.
hunting for more. He's so close. Hello, how's it going? See you later, buddy. Alberca trying to run. Petushara in the area. Blink, looking for vision. Doesn't quite connect. Dude, this is what I'm talking. This Monkey King is so annoying.
Oh, man. Yeah, I'd like to see them put another ward over on the right-hand side by the tier 1. Because if you place a ward there, you get the vision of when he jumps over the tree line. So, like, get a ward there as well. Try and keep that ward up on the pillar that they've got. Pretty cute stuff they're going for. Well, no other play, really, obviously, for AS Monaco Gambit.
Nope. This is what they've got to keep doing.
It's relegation here, ladies and gentlemen. All right.
Yeah.
Don't GG. You need to hope. You gotta hope. You do not want to spend a full season. Now, going to Division 2, there's still some benefits there, obviously. Gonna work on your team. Should be somewhere where you're a little bit more competitive. Still get a prize pool. Make your way back to Division 1 with renewed confidence, but better than that is staying in Division 1.
True. FN trying to hunt. They find him. Melis gets the blink. And Yule Scepter afterwards. They'll find him. Alberca catches out too. This is Bignum and the Weaver, but not going to be able to do anything. Afterwards, Astral to stop the grip. Devin Jesse turns, tries to hit onto Alberca, taking a ton of damage, but Armlet toggles the majority of it off. Happy actually takes down that first life, but then the blink away, and now the Bushwhack. A couple more punches. They're buying back on a lot of heroes. Lorenov will manage to escape. So they get out with Alberca to boot, but they chase. I'm going to connect.
He's so greedy by not going home, but it's what you have to do.
Yeah. Yeah, if he goes home right now, they just take the buildings, and they see, oh, well, Bushwhack again tries to control him, dude. Alberca. What a god.
They must be out of tips at this point, or I feel like they'd be getting tipped even more.
Yeah.
He's just running around taunting on top of trees. That's right. Just kill all the trees. That's a good idea.
I like that.
Yeah. Guys, buy Quelling Blades. Just cut them all down. How long would that take? I mean, they respawn every 2 minutes now or something. 3
They're
minutes
doing the
now, whatever it
Sakuchi
is.
thing again. This is interesting. A nice way to play this. Oh, tries to get him. Couldn't get it. Off in time.
The preemptive bugs. They got him.
Alberca, get the hell out of there. It's not meant to be. BKBs. It goes to the TP out. Abyssal Blade. Seven not quite going to get in range in time. He still gets away. All right. If they win, it's all because of Alberca. Like,
there's
legitimately.
no shot. No, there's no way. Man, if MindGames manage to not win this, it is a complete and utter collapse of mental. Just off of this Monkey King.
Yeah. I kind of agree with you there.
Commentator
Roche.
keeping the game interesting by talking about how it's already over. You're welcome.
That's a wonderful. Perfect.
That's
stuff.
what I do.
Pressure shard going to be up and online. And Aegis, can they take this fight? Bugs go out, not going to connect. They know they're in the pit, though. Big Num trying to break some smoke, and already it's claimed. Got a run away, and
no one wants the cheese.
oh, Lorenov. Stun afterwards. Full. Oh, safe, though, for the moment. Lorenov actually able to get a little bit of separation there. Oh, the Abyssal Blade comes out, though. No more BKB TP for you. Happy also going to go down, and GG is called. That last shot was all that they had left in the tank. And in the end, it is going to be AS Monaco Gambit who dropped to Division 2. MindGames are still in Div 1.
MindGames victory. So this is good because now their sponsorship, they can get it all worked out for next season, hopefully. You know, they can actually get the proper name and stuff they were looking for. You know, they didn't end up getting no real games with their full setup that they wanted here. Mm-hmm. Unfortunately, AS Monaco Gambit not able to get into the double digits in kills today.
No,
one kill. Yeah, 1 kill game 1, 4 kills game 2.
God. Yeah, that was
when you put it like that, huh?
I mean, and like all of these sort of like sick plays that we kind of saw at points from Gambit were like they didn't die. You know, like that's not the highlight that you necessarily want. I think that you're right though, that MindGames, like they've definitely leveled up, I feel like, throughout this season, and they're starting to look like a stronger team again off the back of some just really impressive play from FN.
I'm a believer. I'm a believer in the squad. I'm glad that they're staying in Division 1 because I think that they are someone who can compete, obviously. It's a really, really tough region. Let's be real, guys. You know, you got some pretty good teams here, I heard. So staying up Division 1, these are the people who you want to be playing versus. This is some of the best practice partners you can get in the entire world right now. So MindGames should be very happy and celebrate what they got here from this tiebreaker because there was a lot on the line right now. This is a lot of your life depended on this best of 3. And clearly they brought some heat and some strategies today.
Well, impressive showing, and we'll see if they can continue that success in next season, next tour, whatever it is that you want to call it. But for now, we're going to head to a quick break. When we get back, the panel is going to break down all of the action and let us know what is still left to come. But I think that's just about it. Let's head to the break now.